on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be discussing the weekly pop culture breakdown news, the major announcements and leaks, rumors that have been talked about this past week. So starting this off, just like last week, I'm going to be talking about Marvel, DC, Star Wars, my three favorite brands. And from there, we're going to be talking about, well, there's only one miscellaneous pop culture news we have, a movie that's come out today that we'll discuss at the end of the video. And with that said, let's get started. Starting off is we're going to be talking about DC news because I feel like they had quite a lot to announce this past week. First of all, Creature Commandos finally has a release date of December 5th. I think it had been rumored that this was, or December 5th, somewhere around this time frame was when the series was going to drop, but we have the official announcement. It's coming at us in just a few months and going to run through, it's like 7 episodes, so I think like middle of January or something. Either way, I'm excited about it, like legitimately excited about it. I saw the trailer after having some hesitations, and despite how I feel about James Gunn directing a Superman movie and can he put away his typical Gunn shenanigans to actually give us a true Superman movie, besides the question, Creature Commandos is just the kind of stuff James Gunn does best with the group of misfit, ragtag heroes. Some good, some bad, some probably in the middle, and they come together to defeat a common threat. Like, it's what Gunn does best. So I'm interested in it for sure, and ready to see what James Gunn can cook. Moving on, Matt Reeves said that the Batman universe is going to stay completely grounded, so no Gentleman Ghost, no other supernatural villains that have appeared in, say, Batman the Animated Series, even more recently Batman Caped Crusader. Personally, I love this news. I do. I am a huge fan of The Batman, as I mentioned before. I think it's an excellent film, great, reintroduction to the Batman world. Matt Reeves did a fantastic job. But one of the things that's always concerned me is that they're going to take this and they're going to make it fantastical, that they're going to want to throw in villains that we haven't seen before. Because to me, that world just it arguably felt more grounded than Christopher Nolan. Like, there were some elements where you could kind of tell it was that Gotham glaze, kind of a there's potential maybe, but I always felt like this was going to thrive best the more grounded and the more gritty it was going to be. So hearing Matt Reeves say this definitely lifts my spirit, meaning if we do get a Clayface, once again, it's probably going to be the Clayface that we saw in Batman Caped Crusader and not, the Lego Batman Clayface or the more cartoony version of him. Moving on, we have a Lanterns announcement, and a pretty big one at that. Reliable insiders are coming out and saying that Josh Brolin himself, Thanos, and Cable from Deadpool 2, I don't know why I forgot the name there. This guy's going to be potentially playing Hal Jordan. I'm going to be real. I'm not totally on board with this. I'm just not. I guess the best thing I can say about this is that maybe this will be like an older Hal Jordan. He's been around a while, and he could surprise us and be really great. For me, however, even though I am not a fan at all of the Green Lantern 2011 film, Ryan Reynolds was not the problem. Like, I thought he did a really good job as Green Lantern. It's just everything around it sucked, and it really dragged down his performance overall. Like, it's not Deadpool level. It's not, I'm saying Ryan Reynolds was the one and only person for this role, because he's not. Plenty could fill the shoes. But I would like someone around that age, someone with that same kind of energy to play Green Lantern. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm still stoked that we're getting Green Lantern content at all, so I'm just thankful for that. However, I do think this could be a better casting choice, but again, I don't want to go into this negative or try to be down in the dumps. I'm still stoked for this. This is still like top 3 DC universe for me, or at least the Gunn DC universe. Let's just see what they got, So all we can do is wait and see how it turns out. And last but not least, Joker reviews have dropped, and they're kind of mid, but also I'm not super concerned about it because, as a point of reference, I think the first Joker's an absolute masterpiece and quite possibly one of the best DC films since The Dark Knight, if not the best DC film since The Dark Knight. So I'm going into this still very optimistic, but the reviews have been very all over the place. Some are saying it's movie of the year, others are saying it's complete trash and that it ruins everything great about the first film. And I think even worse of all, some people are saying it's just a rehash, while others are saying at least they tried to go in a fresh new direction. I don't know. This is going to be one of those things where I feel like I'm going to have to just walk into the movie theater and really just judge this thing for myself. I think currently, last I checked, it's like at a 61% on Rotten Tomato from the early reviews that saw this at the film festival the other day. So, Joker was like 68, 69%, so it's not too far off. It's fine, whatever. It may go up, may go down. Either way, hasn't diminished my excitement for it. I'm still super pumped for it. Let's see what you got, Todd Phillips and Joaquin Phoenix. Moving on to our next section about Marvel, there hasn't been any major news, unless I'm just completely missing something, in which case y'all are more than welcome to let me know in the comments down below. But the only thing that I think I could really pull out of Marvel this week was there was a report a couple days ago talking about Armor Wars and Blade and how both of them are going to apparently be reevaluated by Kevin Feige and the studio heads at Marvel to see whether or not they need to be changed or scrapped completely. Honestly, yeah, like, Blade was announced back in 2019, so the same year we got Avengers Endgame, that exact Comic-Con, we got an announcement Mahershala Ali was playing Blade, and it's gone through like a bazillion rewrites, a bazillion directors. Mahershala Ali, I'm sure, is just ready to walk away from the role. Not to mention he's not really, not picking on his age at all, I'm just saying he's not that young anymore. So there is that natural fear that he's going to be too old for this role, that we may only get a movie or two with him at best. I'm still stoked for it, and I'm glad to see they haven't completely canceled it. But I can understand, and again, with Armor Wars, this was another project that was announced, I don't know, 2020, 2021 at the extreme earliest. I don't think any progress has been made on this. It was going to be a show, then it got turned to a movie. So I think it's smart Marvel's reevaluating, and if they have to keep one, I certainly hope they keep Blade, because some stuff in Armor Wars sounds like that we might at least get an idea of that in Ironheart, and it could continue maybe into a season 2 if that show does well. Either way, enough rambling. I'm just, I'm hopeful that Marvel will make the right decisions in this. It really seems like they want to bring back the hardcore fans, which I definitely appreciate. And yeah, I guess that's about it for Marvel. So lastly, on our main topics, I'm going to talk about Star Wars. Again, just really one major announcement from this franchise this week, but a pretty consequential one. We'll just put it that way. Apparently, they're going to reduce their television output to one Disney Plus series a year. Now, I don't know if that directly means like all Star Wars, or does it just include the live action? Like, is it just going to be we could get one animated show, one live action show the next year? I don't really know, but as for now, I'm just going to assume it's meaning the live action series, because those are obviously your big budget, high profile ones that you can get a lot more people to watch. I think it's a smart decision, quite frankly. I do. I mean, this is coming from somebody who enjoyed The Acolyte. Again, it has a lot of problems, but I enjoyed it for what it was. I like the fact that they tried to do something new with it, but there just seems to be a lack of clear direction. And I mean, this goes back to Star Wars in general, but specifically post-Skywalker trilogy, or Skywalker saga, I guess. Because ever since Rise of Skywalker came out, they just haven't really known what they wanted to do. There hasn't been that, I guess you could say, connection, for lack of a better term, of like, wait, we can do this can tie into this. It seems like they want to really rehash the past and bring back familiar faces. A trope that, yeah, was awesome at first, but just seems to be getting really old. There's certainly been, there's been projects like Andor that I've loved. There's been other stuff like Boba Fett that I'm like, it's okay to bad, like, not a big fan. So, I don't know, guys. I think this is a W, to be honest. Like, take the time to make the best projects, not just get a bunch of stuff out the door. So, I'm on board with it. And then the last topic of the day, under our miscellaneous pop culture news, Beetlejuice hit theaters. Yeah, today, actually. It had previews last night. I haven't seen it yet, else I would give my review for it. I'm going today with some friends, so can't wait to see that. Point of reference, I didn't grow up with the Beetlejuice movie. My first experience with Beetlejuice as a character was literally like a day ago when I watched the movie. So it's a fun movie. I enjoyed it. It's not like a masterpiece or even Tim Burton's best work, but I can see why it has its fans. I certainly had a fun time with it. Michael Keaton literally playing a Jim Carrey role is so much fun. And I've heard good reviews about this one, so I feel like it's going to at least be thoroughly entertaining. Anyways, guys, that's all I got for today. Let me know in the comments down below anything I missed, anything you want to talk about, start a discussion, whatever is fine. And please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all later. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you leave a like, comment, and most importantly subscribe to support new and upcoming YouTubers like myself. And I will catch you all in the next video.